In this example, we're going to compute the distance between the vectors 1, 2, and 3, negative 4 using the inner product of xy equals x transpose times the matrix 2, negative 1, negative 1, 2 times vector y as the inner product that induces the norm. Okay, so we want to find the distance. So the distance between this vector, which we'll call x, and this vector here, which we'll call y, the distance between x and y is given by the norm of x minus y. That's the definition. So in order to find the norm of x minus y, we need to find x minus y. So that's the vector 1, 2 minus 3, negative 4. So this gives us the vector negative 2, 6. Now, the norm is induced by this inner product. So this is the root of the inner product of x minus y with x minus y. So again, that's the definition of the norm. It's the root of the inner product of the thing inside the norm brackets. Now, the inner product of x minus y with x minus y is given by this equation here. So this should be x minus y transpose. So that's negative 2, 6. And of course, since that's a column, it's going to be transposed here. We've got 2, negative 1, 2 is our matrix. And then the second component, which they call y here, but is x minus y, of course, in our calculation, is negative 2, 6 here. So you multiply these first two matrices together, we've got 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, minus 6 is minus 10. We've got minus 2 times minus 1 is positive 2, plus 12 is 14. And we still have that minus 2, 6 that we have to multiply by. So negative 2 times negative 10 is positive 20. And then 14 times 6 is 84. So we end up with 20 plus 84, which is, of course, 104. So this is the root of 104. And 104 is divisible by 4. It's 4 times 26, which makes this 2 root 26. So the distance between these two vectors is 2 root 26. And if you watched one of the previous examples, when we found the distance between these two same vectors using the dot product as the inner product that induces the norm, we found that was 2 root 10. So this is just an example that shows us that depending on how we calculate distance, the distance between two objects can be quite different.